Mr. Tuyam Saba, I thank you for coming here and also to accept to be on the part of the people that you called to come to be here. As you are doing this interview, especially I thank you for being the part of those people who are supposed to be here. I'm called ronald. I work with ETG Export Trading Group, who other farmers which they call Falcon Fertilizer. This interview that you are going to do, we want to know the problems and other reasons that you are passing through in the process of farming. This interview, we are going to record it in the audio. Then after, it will be used inside the company to see how we can change, how we can use the things, and also to know how the things are going through in the market. It is not going to be used from another place. So let's start. Mr. Silva, can you tell me who you are and what you do? I'm called Tuyam Saba Silva. ETG, to know it, I was selling fertilizer and I was working from Mitoma. I was working from Bitoma Trading Center, Lushenyi District. After knowing, because the one who introduced it to me, it was Aaron. So I connected with Aaron because that were the farming of coffee. He started to give me the fertilizer of ETG and I started to give it to other farmers. So also me, I tried it. That's how I started to use the products of ETG and also to continue selling them to other farmers. And then we could be able to receive a lot of harvest. Mr. Julius Silva Nyine, are you a farmer? Or you are selling the things that are used to dig, or you are a farmer guide? First of all, I was a farmer guide. Another thing, I'm a shopkeeper and also I'm a farmer. At the biggest, I'm a farmer. You are the seller of which products? Of the chemicals, but mostly for the things which are related to farming, like medicine, fertilizer. When you are buying those things, where do you buy them? I used to get them from Aaron Cowboy, from Agrowise. That shop is in Cowboy. That is where I buy from. According to where you are staying and that shop where it is, you see that distance is for how long? From Tom to Kabohe, is like 40 kilometers. But from Vitoma and you go to Ushen, those are 27 kilometers. Then from there to Kawohe, Mr. Silva, can you tell me the last time you bought the medicine which are used in farming? The last time I bought fertilizer. Now it is in November. We were coming to September. It was late August. That is the last time I bought fertilizer. Can you tell me, when you are going to buy fertilizers, how do you decide to buy, like, this one is going to work for me? Which one do you focus on? Like first coffee, we normally use NPK 22, 6 and 12. So I make sure if I'm going to buy fertilizer of coffee, I make sure that nitrogen which they have given me at least should show me that it is 22, which I need. Like 22 to 12. If I find they have, I buy. Also, I depend on expiry date, especially medicines. When I find the medicine expired, then I know that if I take that medicine, it will make the farmers to get too much loss. Is there any person who gives you advices when you are going to buy agro inputs? Is there any person that gives you advice to tell you that you buy this, you buy this, you don't buy this, do like this, don't do like this? As me, when I'm going to buy things to use, I'm the one to decide for myself. I know that my coffee, if I measured my soil, I know the fertilizer that I need, so I decide for myself. I know what to do. And also, when I reach where I buy those fertilizers, and they continue also to guide me that you do like this and do like this. And when I do the way they told me, I see the good picture. You talked about if I have measured my soil like coffee. If I check my coffee and they tell me the fertilizer that I'm supposed to use, that is which I buy. If I buy from someone and they tell me on the coffee that I'm harvesting from, and they tell me how much I apply there, they continue to tell me what I have to use. Who does for you soil testing? There is a company. I normally use my phone to test the soil. How do you use phone to measure your soil? I have an app. It is I match there. 1/4. So after that I go to another one and I test another one. So after I test, then every part they give me the results. So for me, what I do, I just check like the results where they are almost the same. The one which I see like it is not enough, I add. If I was putting 75 on the tree and I see it is lacking, I add on like 100/100. Now, how sure you can be that the phone that you are using can give you the results which you want? It's because of how I see the harvesting time, how it is increasing. You can find that one tree I get like 4 kgs. So if I'm getting 4 kgs, then I see that app is giving me and the real results. How did you know that app? We have Igala Mixed Farmers. It is a society of farmers cooperative. That cooperative, we got people from Kenya. It is the one that gave us that app and we started to use that. But before they accept you have to deposit some money. Let's say like those paddocks to measure which I've told you. Like every paddock you put 20,000. And then it accepts you to use it or they cut it from your mobile money. Let's say that you have 1 acre of soil. It has how many paddocks? If it is flat, you can make like 1. But when there is slope, you can increase on the results. You are the one to decide that let me measure this part alone. Let's say that there is like smaller slope, like 50/100. How many paddocks are there? There you can divide like 2. You can measure the hill separately and the slope separately. So that application, when you are using it, it shows you that where you have measured, it shows you that there is this fertilizer. It shows you the companies that you are using. If you are going to use green policy, you have to use this one. If you want to use ETG, use this one. When you measure the soil, when it is showing you the results, it shows you like your soil is lacking this fertilizer and this one and this one. Yes. Then for you, you know the fertilizer you have to use. Then it makes you not to buy anyhow. When you are using your application, when you are using that application, when you are measuring the soil, you measure when there is a crop seed or not. It depends. Let's say it is a coffee or matoke banana plantation, and I want to measure the total like matoke yet there is coffee. It means the garden is for banana plantation, so you have to measure like it is banana plantation. That is where you press and it shows you that this is matoke. I have that virtual agronomist Uganda. That is the app that I'm using. So it continue update you, and it shows you that this fertilizer is finished. You should buy another one. That the fertilizer is finished. You are supposed to prune the coffee. This app looks like the number of someone. How do you use it? After putting money, the money they cut it from your line. Whenever you put money, after sending the money, that cooperative company, I think they give it commission. Then after measuring, they give you commission. Then the balance that it is remain, it is theirs. So when you reach like 20, they just give me like 50. Which means that app, if you have it, you can use it in the village. Yes. Even you, if you want it, I can give it to you. So that when I'm going to dig, I measure for myself. Yes. You think like in your circle, you have many people. In our circle, we chose extension officers. They are like 9, like 10. So those are the people who have it. A farmer, you can reach on another farmer and you tell them extension work. If they ask you extension work, how can you explain to them? You just ask them. If they ask you, what can you answer? Because it is a technical word and they normally use it. Extension work is the person who gives you especially in farming, and they tell you like the time you are supposed to weed, and when I suppose you to weed from your coffee, or the time you are supposed to do pruning in your coffee. If you find a farmer and tell you that they don't want extension farming, I want to do agronomics. Those people are same, because those people, they are all giving the advice which is making one point. So you try to help our people in the village in the work of testing the soil. Okay. I was requesting you to tell me, is there sales or someone who is selling the medicine, or any farmer guide whom you are connected with and their experience is what? The one who is selling medicine, or the one who is a farmer guide, and the one you are connected with and your experience with them is what? There's someone I know who is selling medicines, and the farmer guide of average or on the sub-county. Also, we are connected most of the times. That farmer guide, he normally uses me. He calls me and tell me that we are going in the field, we are going teach them pruning, or we are going to add supplier fertilizer, and he tells me to come. Okay. When you are buying a new medicine, how sure are that medicine is going to work for you well? And if you are not sure that it is going to work for you well, whom do you ask? When I'm going to buy the medicine and I know that it is working well and it is new, I just see when did they make it and the time of expired date. In case you are not sure how that medicine is not working, whom can you ask? I have to ask from that person who have given it to me, that if this medicine, I am seeing this medicine is new, how can I use it? Why I'm telling you that, I first used fertilizer from Yap, but when I saw ETG, I found that it is same. Then I asked Alan that why this medicine is same like the other one. What is the difference? He told me that what is outside on the paper, it is the one that is inside. And the first one, which I used to use, which I was giving farmers, they had complaints that they apply fertilizers and their coffee dries. I was asking why. So they tried to explain to me that maybe I saw that coffee when it was already sick. So they were advised. Let's say about the things that are used in farming. How long do you take to buy other things? It depends on the need of people. Like the time they need them, like in the season, we apply fertilizer from October to November. If in December it is still in the store, let's say that you have bought a lot, then that fertilizer cannot work well. It means that you have to buy next year in Feb. Okay. So, Mr. Silver, these days, how do you decide that I'm going to buy agro input? And how am I going to use it, and where do you buy them these days when you are going to buy inputs in farming? How do you decide that I'm going to buy this one, and after buying it, do you know how to use it? Second, where do you buy it? These days, we are planting coffee and we are using fertilizer for planting. And when I'm going to buy fertilizer for planting, I buy it from Kabul. How do you decide and to say that I'm going to buy the fertilizer and the supply, the fertilizer I'm going to buy, let me buy this? Can't you find that you are going to plant and you are buying white urea? How do you know that this fertilizer is the right one? For us, we are planting coffee. Actually, I'm planting coffee. I buy damp for using to plant. So that's why I decided to buy some things according to what you're going to do. First, tell me, when did you last to have bad experience in buying seeds, fertilizer, and machines? And what happened? Last time I bought cabbage seeds. I went and I put my cabbages in bed, and which I spread, it is the one that germinated. Which germinated? Because the seeds of cabbages were too much, and that's why it germinated small. When I first correct the soil, then I brought organic manure, I covered it, and then it goes in the soil, so I bring the seeds and I put. Now, we have two ways or two methods which we can use to make nursery beds. like potting. Have you ever heard about it? Do you think the person who have used potting and nursery bed who gained a lot? I know that when it is 22, I have to apply little. So I first put that one there. Also, another thing, medicine. So I check on the price, duration of the crop, and also how the medicine is working. Because sometimes you apply the medicine and you find you spread that medicine and it is not working. So you have to first try it. And there is some medicine that you find farmers they are running after it, so you have to use that one. Or the one which I've ever used it and it worked for me. Alright. When you are digging, when you are farming or digging, when do you go to buy the things that are used in digging, and when you are going to buy the things to use for digging, do you get them on the right price? Or at first they used to tell us that fertilizer, that it was subsidized. Whenever you could buy at the sack of fertilizer, they could tell you that the price that you have bought it, that this is the real price. But for me, I could see the price that I buy on it, I could see it is too much. Like the fertilizer of coffee, you buy it at 150. Yet it was supposed to be bought at 180, but still 150, you feel like it is too much. Okay, let's continue. I was asking you, do you think it is easy or difficult, like you a farmer, to compare the price which is in the market from different shops? Yes, it is difficult. Where it is difficult, to know that the price is this, because you will not know the one from Cowboy bought it from where, and he will tell you that the price is high. So it is difficult. It is not easy to go around asking in the shops the price of that fertilizer. Like you, a farmer who has been farming, do you have any product or any item in planting which you can say that my item is nice, that I can buy on it? Yes, I have it. I mean, like fertilizer, medicine, which item do you feel like this one really work for me, I can buy on it? And what makes you to think about it like this? And what makes it to be very nice for you? The thing that I can't miss in the season, it is fertilizer. That NTK 22612. because whenever I apply it, it brings for me a lot of harvest. When do you apply it? After pruning in August, if I apply it in September, I first see the rain. So when there is no rain, I don't put it. So after the rain, then I apply it. So that one cannot go from me. The young coffee, what do you apply it? So there I put like the fertilizer of planting, but there is no any fertilizer which I apply. I can't put fertilizer when I'm not going to harvest from there. I again apply fertilizer like after 2 years after harvest from it, but the young one I can't put fertilizer. So it means when it is still young you don't put fertilizer. Yes, I don't put fertilizer, or I put only organic manure. That one I can collect it for myself, and then I just use my own fertilizer from the garbage. Every time change on it. After 3 months it is rotten, then I just apply it. Another thing which I wanted to ask you, do you get any problem in getting the inputs for digging in the right time? Let's say we are in the season. Do you think it is difficult, or you find some challenges to get the inputs for using in digging? I normally get problems when my things are not moving well. Like these days we had a problem of fees, and also the coffee need fertilizer. So I could see that I need school fees and also I need coffee. So there I feel difficult. So I request from company you help us putting us on credit so that when we harvest we can pay you. So you mean when there is school fees and also the problem of coffee, you can't get like the fertilizer? Do you think that the packing of things like medicine, fertilizer, it has like some changes that it puts on you, or just as long as you buy product you just go? Actually, the packing, most of the times the cages they are not real. I did the contract of making the tea leaves. Like I said, every pit we have to use 28 sacks. So I bought that fertilizer and I applied it. So I saw the problem is in packing. Yes, I did not try to put on mizan to measure. So when you are going to buy, you consider the packing. Yes, the kilograms which they have put on the paper. Is this the one? Oh. What happens when you need agro inputs in time? What happens when you need agro inputs in time when the season is high? What happens? Or what can you do to get the inputs for digging when the season is starting? What do? You go in the shop and buy, or you wait to get money first? Or you just use what you wanted, you were having, whether the season pass on you or just you? How is it? If you don't have money, you must eat the law. I'm just talking about myself, like silver. I just go and I get loan from the circles in our village, then I buy fertilizer. But for now, I'm requesting if you could get credit and I put it on debt, and I take myself and I pay, I can't miss the season. So you think that the company should give you individually the credit, or as the cooperative? The company should pass through the cooperative where I are selling coffee. Because also I see if it go individually, because people, they are not same, they may not pay, but cooperative, you know that it is where I'm going to sell that coffee. But I want to ask you, can't I be in cooperative and I plant my coffee like a farmer, and when it gets ready I sell it to another person not in cooperative? You can do it, but it means you are not a full member. Because if you are the member of cooperative, it means you want that agreement to stand. So it means you have missed it. Now, what happens if you go to the shop where you normally go to buy medicine, and you find that medicine they don't have? It means you did not care. If someone is used to use ETG medicine, it means that person has to mix. Let's say he was going to buy and has been using ETG medicine, and it has been working for him well. Then it means you cannot take another medicine from another company. It means you have mixed it. For you as a farmer, you think what can happen? You have gone to the shop and you come to my shop and you find I don't have that medicine which you want. I will ask you, if you don't have it, when are you going to bring it? but you have to give me the time, which is not long. So you don't have another shop where you can go. No, I can't mix. After buying your inputs, which you are using in digging or farming, how do you transport them to your farm? Most of the times, if I buy them in many or small, how do you take them to your farm? Do you carry them on your head? Do you hire the car? I normally use motorcycle to take me, but when it cannot reach on the farm, I put them on the head. It's packed and I put my fertilizer on my head and I reach on the farm. You think in the transporting your inputs, how far from where you are buying them to your farm, how long? It's like 12 kilometers. You think what is needed to do all the journey or as a farmer to get those inputs in farming? Which distance do you need from the shop to your farm? Actually, I could be thinking that if it is like 4 kilometers or 5 kilometers, it can help me, because I can buy my things like in those 12 kilometers and it rain. So if I reach in the way and there is no way I can get shelter from, it means my fertilizer will be full of water. And then you find that even I was not going to apply it on that day, so if it slips, then it will get spoiled. So I was saying that if people they are told and they make other soaps, because if the soap is nearer, then you can reach at the farm quickly. How do you pay the things that you buy? Do you pay in cash, mobile money, or bank? I normally use cash. There are agro dealers who normally gives you inputs to use. So tell me the experience with them when you are paying the debts. As I told you that I'm from Ocean, but I buy those things from Shema Kagohi. So there is the connection I'm having with agro dealer, and we started together farming or agriculture. He can give me on credit when I don't have money, but his money I give him in time. So I see there is no problem with it. Somebody okay, you are okay, you have no problem. When he's giving it to you, which condition does he gives you? Whenever he gives me on credit, he first tell me these things are for company. Then also me, I could know that things are not for his. Another thing he tells me, we should not kill our friendship. So I make sure that I don't kill the friendship. So you people, can you keep quiet? You go and pray there down. Olujegere lw'embwa waluteekawo? Manyi Pastor Kim Nsinde gyazze wano ng'olujegere lw'embwa yalukuwa, lwaki temwaluteekamu?
Ate terubadde mu mbwa, saalutaddemu eggulu. Ate si lwe lulimu kati sibalutedde akaseere kati era yalumpadde eggulu era neyaluteekamu. Ate ebijja byemadde genda bisuulira ndulya ndulya.
Nga bireekaananye. So when it is very far, at least 30 days. You think when they are giving you on credit, which condition can be easy for you? To pay that debt after harvesting, or to pay in installments? To pay the debt after harvesting or installments? Which is easy for me is to pay in installments, because also you can harvest, and after harvesting you find there is some problem. So if you have ever pay like a half, you can get how to explain. You think you have any confidence which can make you, do you have any confidence which can allow you to start next season to buy the inputs for digging before you sell the harvest which you harvested from another season? First of all, if I have money, I mean, you think you can make another season before you sell the one which you have harvested from another season? It means you have to first sell it and to enter in another season. Like let's say you have beans in the store and you have not yet paid it, and another season come. Do you have power or money to put without selling that coffee which is in the store? Sometimes you find there is scenario of coffee like last season. We thought that coffee will have too much money, but then it did not produce a lot. So mine, another one, I kept it. I'm going to sell it now. I'm going to sell it with the one with the one that I'm harvesting. So you find that the price is the one that makes me to buy or not, to sell or not to sell. Okay. As we are trying to finish, have you ever get any product which cannot reach. Have you ever got any medicine which is expired or fake in your farming? Before I enter in ETG, I was in organic and they brought fertilizer. It was in the sack. When we opened it, it was like banana leaves. I didn't know how to apply it or how much you have to apply. So all the sack, I applied it on 8 plants. There's nothing which came. So I could see I should not use this one. So I stopped using it. That's why I came into ETG. Have they ever sell you expired or fake fertilizer? Apart from the person who is working in the shop, where do you get advice from on the things of what you have to sell? Which problem or any worry which you are having to the next season? The next season which is coming, the first thing what I'm worried about is the government. As we are entering the elections, if let's say the presidential is exchanged, then you may find that the coffee can go out, they can remove it. That is what I'm worried about. And also you see we are in the rain season. Even the storm can come and hit our coffee, then you find you don't get anything. Another thing, weed. There is really weed. So I see those things can make me worry. So those are the things that you see they can give you worry in the next season. As you are finishing, if you have any question which you could want to ask the expert, like this time, if he was right in front of you, what could that question be? Let's say that I'm the one who is expert. Do you have any question which has been disturbing you and you want to ask that question? What could be that question? They say that the medicine which you are using to spray, that it kills weed. And also they said it kills the insects which are in the soil, which brings the heat in the soil. For you, how do you, if you are making the medicine, why for them they say that that medicine kills the insect which is in the soil? For you as a company, how can you do it, yet you know that those insects has purpose in the soil? That is a good question. Let's stop from here. Thank you so much, Mr. Silver, to accept to be on this interview. I was requesting you. May God bless you, and I'm going to take these things, I will give them to my bosses. They will do feedback, which will bring back to also we can sort the way we are working our things. Thank you.